Let's talk about the selection pane in PowerPoint. If you've never used this before, it's really good for being able to understand how PowerPoint layers up objects. For example, if you have tried to select something in PowerPoint and sometimes you just can't get that object because it's tucked underneath something, or maybe there's something else there that you can't quite select and do what you want. So I'll show you how to use a selection pane, and then there's a few other things that leads into. So here's a PowerPoint I'm working on at the moment, and we're going to open up the selection pane. So all we need to do in the Home tab is go to the Select option. So that's there, I've just highlighted it on the screen for you. Click on Select, and we're going to choose the bottom option in the menu, Selection Pane. So on the right hand side will pop up the selection pane. Here it is, and you'll see that there are several objects listed. An unusual array of names, text box 13, what does that mean? So let me show you how to identify them. So I'm going to click on something on my slide, and you'll see on the selection pane on the right that item is now highlighted. Now what I can do a couple of things. I can group things together. They'll then appear as a group on the selection pane, and I can name them. So let's do that. So what I'm going to do, back in the slide, I'm going to highlight the word rows, and I'm going to highlight the bullet point next to it using my shift key. That highlights two objects, and then just right click and group. Okay, so they're now they're grouped together, they're one object. So if I click on that grouping and we look over the selection pane, PowerPoint has come up with a really unhelpful name of Group 7, but I can alter that. So let's go and try that. We're going to go over to the right, double click on Group 7, and we type in what we want, which is rows. That will identify it. Press enter, and now I've identified that group. Let's do it with the columns one. So click on the word columns, hold down my shift key, going to click on the arrow that joins the two, right click, group them together, group. On the right hand side they're known as group 9, and let's just rename them. Let's call them columns. Okay, so now I'm beginning to see what objects are called and where they are, and the advantage of this is it enables me to identify things. I'm not suggesting you name everything. Sometimes I just name the most commonly used things. Sometimes I do it as a way of identifying them, and sometimes if it's a very simple slide I don't need to name them at all, but the naming is there. Now the other thing I can also do, going over to the right hand side and looking at the selection pane, is each object has this eye shape next to it. Now if I was to click on the eye, it would hide those objects. So it just means sometimes if you need to work and things are getting in the way, you can just switch off what you don't need, and then when I need them back on I just click on the eye and then they'll come back. Yes. And one other thing I use the selection pane, I'm going to open up the animation pane, because obviously a lot of us use the animation. So let's go to the animations tab at the top, and we're then going to choose animation pane here. Whenever I'm doing animations, I always switch on my animation pane anyway because it's so useful. Right, so let's switch on the animation pane. Now what has happened is on the left hand side I've now got the ability to switch. Here you go. If I just point that out to you, there's the top one is the selection pane, and the next one down is the animation pane. So I've got the ability to switch between those two panes, so I don't need to. I can see either one. But let me explain the other good thing about this is that if I was to wanting to animate something, I can actually see the name of the object. So let's come back into the animation pane, and we're going to click on the columns one. I'm actually actually that one's already got an animation on it. So if we look at this and you look at this here, you'll see it's picked up the word. Let's try it with the rows one. So I'm going to click on the rows, go select an animation, that's it, and now the wording, the name I've called it, appears in the animation pane. So if you name it in the selection pane, you will know exactly what you're animating when it comes to using the animation pane. So now I can see the columns are being animated and the rows are being animated. Not sure what that other group is. I can go back and have a look at that. But hopefully this will help. Hopefully the fact that you can use your selection pane is useful. Just to remind you where it was, on the Home tab, in the Select option and Selection pane. You can also find this in Excel and Word. It is used for objects. So if you have any text boxes, charts, pictures, it's going to let you select those objects. But I find it really handy and I use it a lot. Give it a go. Thanks very much for listening, and don't forget to like and subscribe.